It is Sunday night, and you know what that means? Or at least I hope you do. It means it's the Sunday Night League, and it is GTE season number 6. Good evening, Salek. He's in the chat. We're just waiting for Cinemod and Yorkas to get themselves into this race, sorted and logged on. We do have apologies already for this season 6, round 1. Qualifying is due to start at 8 o'clock, which it will do. But if you're new to the Sunday Night League, like, share and subscribe to us. We are a community that run on a Sunday night. This is our YouTube channel. Thank you for finding us. This is GTE. We're using Group 4 cars, and you can see quite a few new teams, new drivers all together. So let's run through those very quickly. We'll probably run through those during qualifying. But we've got Tivo Lamborghini, which is managed by Chris Boo. They have the defending champion Speed Hunter with his new number 9. Some problems with the microphone apparently. Salek's saying it's loud and clear for him, and Rob is saying it's fuzzy. I don't know why. It might be my voice, Rob. It might have changed since you last heard it. The Monster Energy Honda. We've got Wolfbane, who cannot attend, and Bunnies cannot attend either. Alfa Romeo Racing are missing Tiger as well, who cannot attend. So we're expecting 12 drivers out on track, which we have got. I'm going to start qualifying and tell them if they are all ready. Now we're here at the Nürburgring Sprint Circuit, and we'll just go through the teams as they're all loading up. So, Tivo Lamborghini, we have Speed Hunter with the number 9. Defending champion, he's got Cinemod in his team with Rob on drums. Monster Energy Honda, it's only represented by Aloe. Wolfbane and Bunnies unable to attend. Pat is in charge of that team. Red Bull Honda, Matt Psycho, Cthulhu and Gazman are there. LST Honda, Tiny Terror, Specmia and a former champion Victory Rain in that team. And finally, Alfa Romeo Racing, team boss is Jim, Yokas, Cool Dude Boy and Tiger there. Let's get this 10-minute qualifying session underway, and then I can tell you what is happening with tyres and bits and pieces. Well, every team apart from Monster Energy Honda are using the softs and the mediums, so that means Aloe has got hards. Aloe will be hoping that there's some rain somewhere coming over the hills here at the Nürburgring. So we're using the sprint format of this circuit. So if you've never seen it before, we'll go on board with Cool Dude Boy. So we're going into turn 1 on board with his Alfa Romeo and through the Mercedes arena. So this is the tight twisty section at the beginning. See turn 2 and into turn 3. Drivers are advised, as always, to keep within the white lines. Here's turn 4, which is tricky to stay inside, but Cool Dude Boy does that very nicely. You can see he's on the soft tyres, giving a bit of tyre warm. Now into turn 6. This is where this track cuts out the Schumacher S. And then already we're near the end of the circuit. So we've got the... messed up. Oh, the name of that curve. I'm sorry. Turn 7 into turn 8. Down the hill towards turn 9. Is this flat? Of course it's flat. Into the final chicane, turn 10 and 11. Right there. Apologies if I'm a bit rusty. I haven't done this for a long time. Clipping the curbs nicely. And there is Cool Dude Boy coming round the final corner then. He'll be the first one to do a lap. Soft tyres, drivers have to qualify on the tyre that they are doing the first stint of the race on. So we'll just see. There are those LST. Speed Hunter doing a bit of a jump. He's got the number 9 on his car, a new number for him. Gazman going into the pits then. His medium tyres. Changing tyres. He does have to qualify on the tyres that he's going to use though in the race. So unless he's pitting for some new tyres, hards obviously for Aloe. He's the only driver on a hards. Bob on drums, they're also on softs. So everyone's on softs apart from Gasman. And hopefully Gasman hasn't gone onto the softs. Because if he has, he's not followed the instructions. He has! Gasman! Oh, dearie me. You'll have to come into the pits, Gasman, if you're watching, and put those mediums back onto the car. But there we go. So there is Cool Do Boy leading the field in that very classic Italia livery for the Alfa Romeo team, but looking very nice indeed. Coming down into the chicane. Can he get pole position? He has been very quick in this series. He is the defending Formula X champion, but he's never won the GTE championship. We're trying to add that to his Formula X championship. He had won earlier this year. Cool Do Boy then goes and does a 1:31.6. That's currently pole position. Tiny Terror in his Honda is second, but Victory Reign has gone. Speed Hunter's gone quicker, so it's all changing. So Speed Hunter puts it on pole position at the moment. Victory Reign in second in the Honda. He was in the Jaguar last season. It was really hard on tyres. Cthulhu puts his Honda up into fifth. Specmere in his Honda is fourth. Rob on drums goes into sixth in his Lamborghini. Yokas drops down because he's been overtaken by Cinemod. And they drop down because Matt Psycho's jumped to fourth place in his Honda. And there's Gasman on the softs. Gasman on the softs. I'll have to start though. Qualifying ban for the first race of the season. If he tries to qualify on those tyres. But the defending champion currently leads the field. He's on pole position in his Lamborghini. That Lamborghini, only team running Lamborghinis is Chris Boo's team, the TiVo team. He's down on his best time though. Cool Do Boy coming to the end of his qualifying lap. He's half a second down in that Alfa Romeo. Is it going to be a car for the race, or is it a qualifying car? Let's see as he comes out of the final corner. Cool Do Boy, he looks like he'll get quicker. He does, he goes on pole position. What does Speed Hunter do in response? He puts it in pole by less than 0.03 of a second. Matt Psycho 1.2 seconds down on the pole position time as it stands. Let's look at Specmere crossing the line. He's gone 2 seconds slower though. Cthulhu, he improves his lap time. He goes up into fourth place. He drops his teammate down the field. Matt Psycho coming into the pits though to get some new boots onto his car. Let's see, Rob on drums. Cinemod has improved his time, stays 7th. So where is Gasman? Gasman on those softs goes up into 7th place. Gasman in 7th. Victory Reign on pole by the smallest of margins, sliding these GT4 cars around the circuit. They do look great. What can Victory Reign do then? We saw Cool Do Boy 3 tenths down. Victory Reign is on par with his lap time. So it would need an amazing final sector from Cool Do Boy to improve his time. He's got plenty of time left. He could probably pit and change his tyres. He does not do so. So Matt Psycho's done the stop to change tyres. Cool Do Boy just runs a little bit further out wide, out of the final corner. No, he does not improve. Lost another 10th down in that final sector. And Victory Reign also losing time. What can Speed Hunter do? Speed Hunter's lost time as well. He's nearly setting his similar time. Cthulhu now pits. That Psycho has pitted. What does Specmere do? Specmere has not improved. So Gasman, Yokas improves his time. Yokas in 10th in his Alpha. Tiny Terror improves. Drops Yokas out of the top 10. Tiny Terror now into 9th place. Mama Sykes is in the chat. She says, evening all, stay cool guys. Well, Cool Do Boy definitely keeping cool. It's in his name. But Victory Reign. Oh, Gasman has put himself up into 5th place. There's speed in that Honda, but he's starting the race maybe on the mediums. Or is he going to start the race on the softs? It'll be interesting to see. I say he was getting qualifying ban, but if he starts on the softs, then he'll be fine. So, Victory Rain there on pole. Cool Dubois in second. Speed Hunter third. The comments of the commentator as well don't reflect the comments of the stewards. People. So, Speed Hunter coming to the end of his lap. The defending champion. The Tivo Lamborghini just having a bit of a kick on the curb. Then it's Cthulhu. First time Cthulhu has driven in GTE. It's great to see him. Oh, and Victory Rain has improved his lap time. 1/10 up. And Speed Hunter's improved his time, but only by a very small margin. Although, yes, he has. He's improved by a couple of tenths. The top three are covered by 2/10 of a second at the moment. Where is Matt Psycho? He's coming towards the end of his lap. He's 3/10 up, but at the moment that would only put him to about 5th place. Cinnamod improves his lap time. Some very consistent lap times going on. We're going to the last minute and a half. Aloe improves his time as well. He's on the hards though. Aloe is going to have a long evening ahead of him, unless it rains, which it is darkening. You can see in the clouds as they get towards the end of the qualifying session. Matt Psycho currently down in 7th place. What can he do in his Honda? He puts it up into 5th. He's a second down though on the Victory Rain, also in a Honda. So Matt has got fresher tyres. So these drivers here have not pitted. They've decided to keep going, keep their rhythm flowing, burning the fuel down, trying to get to the end of the qualifying session. They do have enough time to actually do a little pit stop and probably no. And this will be Cool Dubois going into his final lap now. So he's currently second. Victory Rain is on pole. He's half a second down though. So the top three in the qualifying session. And the top round, Speed Hunter's put it on pole by less than 200ths of a second. Can anybody respond to that? The Lamborghini is on pole right now. Cthulhu in 4th place. He's got Matt Psycho, his teammate, behind him on the grid. He's got a bit of traffic. Looking at it on board, he's actually got one of his teammates. Who is that in the Honda? Oh, it's Gazman up ahead of him. Getting used to the cars, and Cthulhu gets up into 4th place, improves his time, so he's on his final lap now. It's very tight. 4/10 of a second covering the top 4. That Psycho a little bit behind, but I'm sure he'll improve here. Can he put himself any further up the grid? Rob on drums. That Psycho does improve, but not by much. Not by much at all. Rob on drums then goes into 9th place. That's his qualifying lap finished. Tiny Terror in 10th. 11th is Yokas. Mama Sykes saying hi Jam, hope all good with you. Going Matthew. Very busy, Mama Sykes, very busy. I was due to racing this, but then decided not to because of just time. Just time. No time at all, but Speed Hunter, he has got all the time in the world. Can he put it on pole even further? We can see Victory Rain and Cool Dubois did not improve. Speed Hunter, the defending champion. These Group 4 cars really do seem to suit the man from Mauritius. Cthulhu in 4th place, making his debut in GTE. Can he improve? He looks like he's going a lot slower than his teammate. In fact, we've got the Red Bull Hondas, 4th, 5th and 6th. Cinema crossing the line then to Cthulhu. He's not on a lap, is he? He's not on a lap. So let's look what Gazman can do. Gazman also not on a lap. So these Hondas, nice little touches. I like the touches the drivers and the teams do for the options. So there you can see the qualifying result. We don't even have to go into the results section, but we still will. There we go. On pole position then is Speed Hunter in the Tivo Lamborghini, the defending champion. Getting where he left off, but but we have very little between the two, less than 2/200ths of a second between him and Victory Reign. In third place is Cool Boy in his Alfa Romeo, so 3 cars in the top 3. That's great considering we've only got 3 different styles of cars. Lots of Hondas, as you can see. Cthulhu 4th on his debut in GTE. 5th is Matt Psycho in his Red Bull Honda. 6th is Cinemod in his Lamborghini. 7th is Gazman. We'll have to see if he starts on the softs. 8th is Specmere in his Honda. 9th is Yokas. 10th is Rob on drums. 11th is Tiny Terror. And the unfortunate Aloe on the hards. He's got an uphill battle unless it rains. That's what he's going to do. Let's hope, for Aloe's sake, we get some weather happening. But we've got 56 laps here. It's a very close field, says Cinemod in the chat. It is. He made it as well. It is very tight. We've got some spectacular racing coming ahead of us, I'm sure, here in GTE. Season number 6. Let's get all of these bits and pieces out of the way. So Speed Hunter on pole, Victory Reign second, the 2 previous champions on the front row. Cool Boy in third, Cthulhu in 4th, Matt Psycho 5th, 6th is Cinemod, 7th Gazman, 8th is Specmere. We've got 4 lights, 5 lights, and it is go here at the Nürburgring, and it's a good start from Speed Hunter, but Cool Boy has had an even better start from third on the grid. He might be leading into turn 1. Yes, he does. Cool Boy into first place. Speed Hunter second. Victory Reign third. 4th is Cinemod. That Lamborghini flies off the line for Cinemod. Not so much for his teammate. There's a bollard going very high in the air. Yokas has had a start and a half. He's in 5th place. For some reason, they've got yellow headlights. They need to be corrected. And Cthulhu and Matt Psycho. There's a crash. There's a crash between Tiny Terror and Cthulhu and Aloe. There are problems there, but at the front it is Cool Boy leading ahead of Speed Hunter with Victory Reign going on the outside, going into turn number 9. Sorry, turn 7. We've got a little bit of lag happening between these two. This could be interesting. Going on board then with Victory Reign, the defending champion from season number 4. He's looking at the defending champion from season number 5. Often doing, although there's a little touch it looked like, between Cool Boy and Speed Hunter. Victory Reign looking around the outside. Can he do it around the outside over the Coca-Cola curve? He cannot. Let's have a look what tyres Gazman's on. Gazman's on the mediums. Oh dear, Gazman. That is a qualifying man for the next round. Cthulhu there in 10th place. It went wrong for Cthulhu at the beginning of the race. Aloe in 11th and Tiny Terror stuck at the back of the field. I think it was just first lap bunching, but Cool Boy in the lead. A great start for him. Victory Reign though and Speed Hunter are just fighting side by side. I think they're just going to do this for the rest of the race. Oh, and you can see there is Victory Reign. We're on board with Speed Hunter. Can we see his previous teammate in Gazman's McLarens in season 4? Cinemod is up here in 4th place. Cinemod having a very good result at the Le Mans series. He came second with some very, very clever tactics. Victory Reign in 3rd so far. 56 laps here at the Nürburgring. Lots to play for in this series. Specmere in 5th place in his Honda, running very wide actually, coming out of turn number 7. So I go looking and thinking, well, can get a run on him? Yes, he can. It's a very easy run, in fact, on the Honda. So they're both in Hondas. No power advantage for Matt Psycho. It's all the momentum. Specmere has a look into the chicane, but does not do anything about it. Cool Boy then leading the field at the front. Started in 3rd. Got a great start and led into turn 1, but Speed Hunter has the speed. He does use that name particularly well, the defending champion. New number, as I say, number 9 on his car now. He got rid of the 98 in a bit of spring cleaning. Lost that 8, and now we have got this top 3 covered by 8/10 of a second. We know how close it is in GTE. We know how close these drivers are. in this category. Cars are very well matched, especially these top three, all in different cars. Cinemod running quite wide, going out at turn 4, but he's fastest. So Cinemod there in 4th. Victory Rain all over the back of Speed Hunter. So these two were teammates in Season 4. It seemed Speed Hunter's gained all the knowledge from Victory Reigns for Season 5, because Speed Hunter really was a force. He won so many times in his Ferrari. He's lost the Ferrari now. He's not driving that car any longer. We've only got 5 rounds as well, so every single race counts this season for the championship, and because of the tight nature of the championship, it can swing any way. Matt Seidel currently in 5th place with Spekmir in 6th. There is Jokas returning to the series in 7th. He has raced a surprising number of these GTE races. As the Polish driver, good to see him back. Gazman in 8th place in his Red Bull Honda. He's got Cthulhu looking at him. These two teammates, but you have to be careful, Cthulhu. That's the team boss in front of you. Gazman back to full-time driving. He's here for the season in GTE. The first time we can say that in SNL. Gazman and Cthulhu fighting hard despite being teammates. Bob on drums has a great view of this. As up ahead, Cthulhu makes the move. Splits Aston Martin on this demo. Splits allegiances for Cthulhu right now, but he's got 8th place. He's going to try and chase down Jokas, who's only 1.3 seconds up the road. Sorry, 2 seconds up the road. Jokas is 1.3 seconds behind Spekmir. Spekmir is keeping that Psycho company on board with Spekmir. He is the team boss of LST Honda in the Acura liveried Honda as well. Very nicely done by Tiny Terror. A lot of white cars on the grid. It is odd how trends seem to happen between teams. No collaboration between them. Nobody knew what they were having. But there's a lot of white cars on this grid this season. The silver Lamborghini, though, in third place, Speed Hunter. Speed Hunter has lost a bit of time. He's lost a position because Victory Rain has set the fastest lap. He set a 1:30.627 on lap number 4. He's in pursuit of Cool Duboy, who still leads, but Victory Rain looking down towards turn number 6. Weirdly, there's a little kink that counts as turn 5, going down the RTL straight. Turn 7 and 8. Victory Rain looking to line up. Bit of dust being kicked up. We can see Speed Hunter fully in the gravel. But the Honda looking like it's got very fast straight line speed in comparison to the Alpha. Cool Duboy having to defend going into the chicane. Defends it nicely, but Speed Hunter gets the run on the exit and gets the lead before the Coca-Cola curve. Nicely done by Speed Hunter, but Cool Duboy is still there, and on the exit he will leave space, but they're running side by side going down the straight. They are covered by less than half a hundredth. As they go down the straight, you can actually see the Honda is really fast in comparison to the Alpha, but the Alpha seems to be better through the corners. Victory Rain, though, holding the position. This is great racing between these two right at the front of the field. And oh no! Cool Duboy! I thought I'd lost it. But no, he's kept hold of it. 0.2 of a second, half a second down now. So, can he get back onto the former champion's wheel arches? Speed Hunter in third place. He's ahead of his teammate, Cinemod, who's still got 2 second advantage over Matt Psycho. Spekmir chasing him down. This has been very close. Spekmir sitting his best lap on the previous lap. Cthulhu in 7th place. He's got ahead of Yokas now, so Yokas now down to 8th place. Flash of yellow headlights. Gazman in 9th, with Robert on drums in 10th. So, Cool Dude Boy, he has white headlights, so I don't know why Yokas has got yellow headlights. Still, Cool Dude Boy, Cinnamon not having the best of runs. Cool Dude Boy seems to have lost a bit of momentum on this lap. He's lost 1.4 seconds to Victory Rain. They were crossing the line side by side a lap ago. He's done a 32.7, so he's still lapping around his pace, but a 31.5 for Victory Rain. 32.4 for Speed Hunter. 32.4 also for Cinnamon. So Cinnamon is on the pace in his Lamborghini. 31.8 for Matt Psycho. So the lap times are very close. 31.5 for Cthulhu. So Cthulhu is one of the fastest drivers on the circuit right now. He's winning quite wide, going for the Mercedes Arena. Gazman in 8th, Yokas 9th, 10th place is Rob on drums. Tiny Terror is in 11th place in his Acura liveried Honda. And here is the only driver for Pat tonight in the Monster Energy Honda. It is a Lowy. The Lowy will keep going, don't worry. He's on those hard tyres. He's here for the long haul on those hards. And we look at the tyres. The softs are about halfway worn after 7 laps on that left front for Victory Rain. We know Victory Rain is hard on the tyres though. That was last season in the Jaguar. And Cool Dude Boys, look at the difference. Cool Dude Boys tyres barely touch them. Speed Hunter starting to drop back. His left front tyre also starting to look a bit worn. Same with Cinnamon. Cinnamon actually catching up with Speed Hunter. This will be interesting. What happens in the TiVo Lamborghini camp if Speed Hunter has got Cinnamon right behind? Are the team orders already early on into this championship? First round, obviously. There's Matt Psycho in the Red Bull Honda. Seems weird to see Matt Psycho in the Red Bull. I wonder if that was the Spanish influence in that team, same by the Honda. Partnership with Red Bull in Formula 1. Specmia is in 6th because Cthulhu won the championship in Formula X driving for Red Bull in Season 2 all those years ago. The first Formula X season here at the Single Round. Gazman in 8th, usually a principal. Driving very well though in his Honda. Here is the Honda that leads the race though. It is Victory Rain, but his tyres will get to pit, I would say, in about 2 or 3 laps time. I can't see him holding on to the race lead with tyres that are wearing out so fast. Here is Cool Dude Boy in 2nd place. The Italia livery on his Alfa Romeo. Very nice. Jim back in the team boss seat as well. Watching his man. He led the early stages of this race. He is in 2nd place and looking at his tyres, he's in the box seat as it stands. Speed Hunter in 3rd place. Lots of wear on the tyres. Just gapping, yes, just nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker than Cinnamon. Cinnamon must have made a mistake because Matt Psycho now is only a second behind him. On board with the Honda. Pushing. He can get back on the podium. Matt Psycho not having the best of runs in this championship. He did win the last race at Monza in the McLaren. Started the season in the Mustang. Won that first race as well in the Mustang, but then there was an update. Which, given there's a lot of Hondas out here, hopefully we won't have any problems with drivers needing to change cars because of performance problems. Oh, Cthulhu has just got past Specmia. That was a nice move, coming out of the bit curve into the Hatzenbeck. And down into turn 10 and 11 to finish the lap off. So Cthulhu making way back up the field after issues on the first lap. He seems to get caught up with Tiny Terror somehow. Jokas made an amazing start, but is now in 9th place. Here's Alfa Romeo not having the same wear as Cool Duboy. Interestingly enough, don't have Tiger on the grid, so I can't compare Tiger to that. Second placed Alfa Romeo. Cool Duboy there, keeping the pressure. He's gained another half a second over the past couple of laps on the race leader, who is starting to struggle on the tyres. Down into this tight turn 6. It is an interesting corner. It seems like you could do a move there, but I don't think it's possible. Here we have Jokas and Gassman. Jokas getting back ahead of Gassman for 8th place, so they're having a good scrap here at the lower ends of the top 10. In 10th place is Robin Rums in his TiVo Lamborghini. 11th is Tiny Terror. He's closing on Robin Drums. It was at 12 seconds at one point. It's now 9.7. Yes, so he's catching up, setting some good times. Here is a Lowy then in his Monster Energy Honda. A very nice livery done by Pat once more. But we'll go back to Gassman and Jokas because they are fighting hard for this 8th place. Gassman in 8th. Just keeping ahead of the Pole. See the Polish driver just behind us. Scottish driver in the Honda. Disappearing. Honda has very good straight line speed, you can see. In comparison, Cool Duboy is on the inside of Victory Lane. He makes the move through the Mercedes arena. Can he hold the position though? Victory Lane has the more natural line. He stays in 1st place. Cool Duboy though has his nose around. Penguino is in the chat. Nice to see you, Penguino. Hello once more. It's a shame he couldn't join us, Penguino. He could have been on the grid for this race. Victory Lane is in 1st place then, still holding position with Cool Duboy in 2nd place. Speed Hunter 3rd. Watching his rivals ahead of him. He's holding on to this Lamborghini. He's pushing. He's wanting them to fight a bit more because he's lost a bit of time to them. But he's still in contention. As Victory Lane, his tyres are looking worse for wear. Will he pit soon? Oh, Penguino has got a sprained thumb, so he can't. Oh, how do you do that, Penguino? Victory Lane, though, in the pits. 1st pit stop of the season. It goes to Victory Lane. Maybe not a surprise, given the tyre wear on his Honda. Speed Hunter won't be far away, I wouldn't think. Matt Psycho has got past Cinnamod. So Matt Psycho's got himself up into 3rd. His tyre wear is not too bad on that Honda in comparison. Cinnamod just dropping a bit behind. He did a 31.9 though, following Matt Psycho, so he set his fastest lap of the race. Matt Psycho, 31.7 for him. Very consistent. As you see in the background, Spekmir and Cthulhu having a really nice ding-dong in the Hondas. So the Acura Honda of Spekmir and the Red Bull Honda of Cthulhu. So many white cars. 5th and 6th, but great scraps happening. In fact, Spekmir getting a good run. What can he do going into turn 6? Will he have a little go? No. It does look like you can make a move through there, but it does not help you. And then turn 7 is just too fast. So Cool Duboy is at the front of this race. He's 2.3 seconds ahead of Speed Hunter. Look at the tyre wear. He's bossing the tyre wear right now, Cool Duboy. Well, we've done a lot of practice laps to get used to this car, I'm sure. Speed Hunter in 2nd place, still running around. He's not pitting because he's seen what happens when you stop. Victory Lane is down in 12th place. He's down in last place because he's done a pit stop. So you really lose time. A slower rate of refueling this time in GTE. 3 litres a second. We did have it at 10 litres per second in season number 5, which was a bit fast, let's be honest. Also, fuel does wear, fuel rate does reduce quicker this season. Tyre wear is the same as last season, but the drivers might be able to go longer on the tyres because of the lighter fuel load. That's like a third still. 4th place is Cinemod, still keeping himself in contention. He's within 10 seconds, 11 seconds of the race leader. Although I would expect him to stop on this lap. Cool Dude Boy definitely won't be stopping though, as Speed Hunter will be. There's no way he can do another lap with that fuel rate. Those tyres, sorry, as they are. Now remember, they have to use both sets of tyres. Speed Hunter going round again. Well, this is fantastic to see. Mama Sykes in the chat saying, come on guys, more ding-dongs. We've had some brilliant ding-dongs. Let's see if we've got one at the moment. No, Specmere has dropped a little bit behind Cthulhu. Here's the biggest ding-dong right now, though. This is where the ding-dongs are happening. Ding-dong hello, says Yokas, who's in 8th place, behind Gazman in the Honda. These two have been having a race-long battle. Can the Alfa Romeo touch the Honda, though, in a straight line? Well, we saw with Cool Duboy and Victory Rain that the Honda really pulled away. He's not doing too bad with the Alfa in the slipstream. He's keeping within a very, very pressurizing distance to Gazman. Currently then, Victory Rain has got past Aloy. So Victory Rain on his first lap out of the pits. He's on medium tyres as well, so he's used both sets of tyres. He's used both sets, which will mean he can use the softs all the way to the end from now on. So he's on the mediums. An interesting strategy then. He's going to lose time to Cool Duboy, who's going to pit surely soon. He's got one more lap in him. Look at the fuel then. So the tyres are good on Cool Duboy, but the fuel, Speedhunter's got a quarter of a tank of fuel and he's still going round. Well, this is very interesting. I would have expected Speedhunter to be in the pits with his tyre wear as low as that. Matt Psycho, he has a red flashing light now on his fuel. So the Lamborghini of Speedhunter's been fuel saving. Into the pits then comes Specmere. It says he's on medium tyres. Is he on medium tyres, everybody? I'm going to have to have a look and check with these tyres what's happening. Specmere then on mediums, Tiny Terror on softs. Cool Duboy leading the race now. Seeing a bit of wear. 4 seconds is the gap. He is dropping time to Cool Duboy, but he doesn't have to stop for fuel for as long. He'll gain that back in the pit stops. That Psycho, he needs to pit on this lap. So we're going to see pit stops on this lap, I'm sure. Speed Hunter might stop, fill the tank up, and say, here we go. We've got a race here. Tactical races as well as on track. This is what GTE has become. Speed Hunter, he does go in the pits as well. So Cool Duboy in the pits with his soft tyres, slowing it down. Into pits comes Speed Hunter as well. This little graphic. That Psycho also in. So does Cinemod. In comes Cthulhu. So does Gazman come in? I would expect Gazman to come in. His tyres not looking too bad. He is on the mediums. No, Gazman does not stop, so Gazman will lead this race. Will lead a lap in GTE. He's going a lap longer than Yokas, so Yokas in the pits. So Gazman goes into the lead of the race. Going a lap longer than everybody else using those medium tyres. So where does Victory Rain feed in? I suspect I think it maybe told me he was on mediums when he wasn't. So Victory Rain jumps everybody. So Victory Rain, and there is Speed Hunter. Importantly, wow, he's gained about 8 seconds in the pit stops to Cool Duboy. So Cool Duboy's tyres were great. Speed Hunter's fuel was better. And he's gained 8 seconds in that pit stop window. And Victory Rain has jumped them all. He's had a huge advantage from pitting earlier. He's on those medium tyres as well, so he's on the mediums. There's Speed Hunter on the softs, and I think Cool Duboy also still on the softs. Here is Gatsman though, leading the race. He'll be happy to say he's led on his return to full-time racing here. It's the first time actually in SNL that it's full-time racing. It's great to see him in the Honda. So in he comes, the team principal of the Red Bull Honda team. He's led a lap here at the Nürburgring. The light is fading as well. Lap number 16, Victory Rain in second place. Speed Hunter is in third. Cool Duboy fourth. He lost out in those pit stops. He'll be thinking, how on earth did this happen? Had a comfortable lead, felt happy about everything, and now I am 6.5 seconds behind the race leader after leading by 4 seconds before the pit stop. Lost so much time in this section. GTE again is going to be a tactical battle. There's Matt Psycho. He's 14.5 seconds behind Victory Rain. Victory Rain really has pulled it out the back of his early stop. Cinemod in 5th place. 2.5 seconds behind Mount Psycho. 2 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. On the softs, there is the medium short Specnia in his Acura. And out of the pits comes Gasman. So Gasman, again, that extra lap, and he's used both sets of tyres as well. That extra lap has allowed him to jump Jokas. Jokas is now 5 seconds behind Gasman. They were fighting nose to tail before the pit stops. Rob on drums in 10th place in his Lamborghini. Tiny Terror in 11th. And Aloy, those hard tyres, he's not changed them. He's stopped, I think. Yes, he did. He stopped on lap 15 for fuel. He's not changed onto his new set of hards. Going to keep going on those hards for as long as possible. So Victory Rain, there he goes. He's 31.7 on the medium tyres, so that is not a bad lap at all, because a 31.6 on the softs for Speed Hunter. So Victory Rain is lapping at the same speed on medium tyres. 31.5 for Cool Duboy, so only 2 tenths quicker than the race leader as it stands on the previous lap. So Cool Duboy will be thinking, well, this is going to be an interesting race. These races will be a lot longer as well in GTE this season. We are doing 125 miles at circuit. We really are pushing the endurance of these drivers and their equipment, as Cthulhu is in 6th place and he's fighting with Cinemod. Cinemod in 5th. Cthulhu fighting his way back up the field after an early problem. We're a little bit close for comfort maybe for Cinemod. So Cinemod stays in 5th place, that number 11. Again, back in full-time driving in GTE. Great to see him back. Hopefully we'll see his teammate in GT87, Tiger, back as well, driving for Pat. Chris Boo is in the chat saying, hello everyone, go Tivo Lamborghini. Well, currently 2nd and 5th for Tivo Lamborghini with Rob on drums in 10th. Looking very strong for the team championship. So gap is closing as well. 1.2 seconds between the top two. So Speed Hunter is on a move. Right now, though, Cthulhu is all in the slipstream of Cinnamod, but Cinnamod pulling away from the Honda. So is the Lamborghini the fastest car in a straight line? We were speculating that it was the Honda, but Cinnamod is able to pull away. It's then in the twisted tight section where we seem to be having big fights. Oh, Cinnamod having a bit of a wiggle on. He's got a lot of pressure happening. It's 1 second between first and second. Speed Hunter definitely is closing in. Cthulhu, will he have a go into the hairpin? No, he does not. He's making sure that Cinnamod knows he's there. Turn number 7, you can't make a move through turn 7. It is a lift more than anything else. Same with turn 8, although I say that, Cthulhu goes up the inside. What a move by Cthulhu! But it does mean that Cinnamod has the inside line going towards the chicane. Can Cthulhu position himself to make sure that Cinnamod can't get up that inside? Cinnamod is going to have a go into the hair chicane. He does make the move, but does he make the corner? No, he doesn't make the corner. And Cthulhu goes up into 5th place. Brilliant fight between the two drivers as we go randomly on board with Cinnamod, because my controller fell off my chair. That's why he's getting excited. There he is. So, dropping down to 6th place. But a great fight. Cthulhu weaving a little bit on the straight just to try and break the slipstream. I think nothing malicious in it. But let's have a look at the front of the field, because we've just seen a battle for 5th place. This is the battle for the lead between a Honda and a Lamborghini. So we've just seen the reverse move done, where a Honda overtook a Lamborghini. Can we see a Lamborghini overtake a Honda? Speed Hunter is in 2nd place, the defending champion. Back again. Looking for the first win of the season. He's run very wide, but somehow stays with momentum. He doesn't lose too much with running that wide into the gravel. The tyres are looking pretty similar, although Victor Wren, remember, is on the medium tyres. Speed Hunter has to do the mediums. Speed Hunter getting a great exit out of the chicane, as it seems to be getting darker. Now, is that because it's getting darker in the day? Or is it because rain is coming? And Speed Hunter is running so wide on the exit of these corners. He's pushing as hard as he can to try and make the move happen. It doesn't happen here, though. Cool Dude Boy is in 3rd. You can see the headlights blazing a little bit more on the Alpha. Matt Tyker just sets his fastest lap of the race, so he's closing the gap actually. It's 13.1 seconds, so he's gained a second over the stint so far of the race leaders. And we've got Cthulhu and Cinnamod. They are fighting. What can they do? Let's have a look further down the field. Yokas there in 9th place, Cinnamod in 10th. Sorry, Rob on drums. Not Ross on drums. Rob on drums in 10th. Great to see Rob as well back. He's had his longest break from SNL that has ever happened during the summer break. Never present in the series. It's been weird not having him on the grid for such a long time. Tiny Terror there in 11th place. And here is Aloe. Now Aloe's 1 minute 15 behind the race leader. He will be getting lapped in this race. He knows that. He's on the hard tyres. He's hiding to nothing really, but I think Pat knew there was going to be problems in terms of drivers not being able to attend tonight, and has decided to throw away 2 sets of hards on this race. He's going to go for race victories. He knows that these drivers missing the races are not going to be in the title hunt. But they can be in the race victory hunt, they can be on the hunt for podiums, their personal glory for the last 4 races. They'll be there. Wolfbane and Bunnies with tyre advantages. That should scare the field, I think. Especially in this Honda, which seems the car of choice. Victor Rain enjoying it right now with the mediums. But, as I said before, 3 different cars in the top 3. This is what GTE racing is all about. We have seen great racing throughout all 5 previous seasons. All through the field. Mama Sykes knows that. She's in the chat. She does like a good battle between the boys on circuit. There's Matt Psycho, her little one. He's in 4th place. He's still fighting. He's still probably learning about the car a bit more. Finding the pace. Getting it up to speed as well. He's only done 144 lap miles in this version of his car. So they're all pretty fresh in the Honda by the looks of it at Red Bull. Tulu then, he's just pulling away from Cinnamod now. Cinnamod, his matching lap time's just about. It's keeping him in sight. Speckmere there in 7th place. He's on mediums though, so his race will come back to him. He'll be fine with this. Gasman in 8th. He's just at his fastest lap of the race on the softs. Yokas in 9th. At the front of the field, it's Victory Rain and Speed Hunter really fighting it out. A Cool Dude Boy quietly closing the gap down now, so it's 3 seconds now. It was 6 seconds after the pit stop. He's halved it in that time. So he's halved it since lap 16 when he came out of the pits. So he's got half a tank of fuel in comparison. He's got the same amount as Speed Hunter. Victory Rain though just has a quarter of a tank left, so Victory Rain really is on a different strategy to those behind him. Leading the race, pushing hard. You can see by the track map, Aloe is just going through the Coca-Cola curve, the final corner at the Nürburgring. Sprint, oh, a little bit of a kick as that Honda hit the floor, hit the tarmac again after the chicane. Speed Hunter in 2nd place, but there's Cool Dude Boy. He's keeping his cool on this hot evening in the UK. It's been a very hot evening everywhere. Victory Rain deciding to just move a little bit out of the normal positioning. He knows Speed Hunter's behind him. Trying to break the slipstream, break the concentration, break the flow of the Lamborghini. It's not worked though. Lamborghini is there still. Oh, and Victory Rain running wide in the Mercedes arena. Speed Hunter, the closest we've seen him in a very long time. What will he do on board with him to the hairpin? But it's nothing happening through that corner. As I said before, he will not make a move through there, I don't think. And I famously, or infamously said, you can't make a move through this corner, then saw Cthulhu going up the inside of Cinnamod. It's not happening this lap though. I say famously, like people pay attention to me. There's Cool Dude Boy in 3rd place. Oh, but here we go. Speed Hunter lining up a move into the chicane. Is he? Is he going to go for it into the chicane? He's made the move. Yes, he does. Can he get it stopped? He does get it stopped as well. What a move from Speed Hunter for the lead of the race. And all of a sudden, Victory Rain has gone from 1st to 2nd. He might be down to 3rd by the turn 1. As Cool Dude Boy now in the slipstream on board with the Alfa Romeo. He has got an opportunity. It's less than a second between the top 3 after 24 laps at this circuit. Not halfway into the race yet as Cool Dude Boy goes up the inside of Victory Rain into turn 1, but Victory Rain round the outside. Can he hold the position? Cool Dude Boy has the better placing. Victory Rain having to use a bit of the runoff to keep alongside, but he's still there. But Cool Dude Boy gets himself up into 2nd. So it's gone very strange as they all go very wide. Coming out of turn number 4. Speed Hunter there in 1st place. Cool Dude Boy in 2nd. Victory Rain in 3rd. Matt Psycho in 4th. Matt Psycho is closing up, look. 10 seconds now, the gap between him and the top three. He's pulling himself into this race. There is Cthulhu in 5th. He's having a strong race. 6th place is Cinnamod. Spekmir in 7th. Those medium tyres just not working for Spekmir like they were working for Gazman earlier on in the race. Gazman closing up on Spekmir. This will be an interesting fight between the two Hondas, but Speed Hunter leads the field. He's in the Lamborghini. He's got Aloe coming up to lap. So Aloe is in that Monster Energy Honda. There it is, the purple and black. Or pink and black, did I say? Getting the blue flags. He knows the race leaders are coming, but it is hard to know where they are because you get the blue flags very early in the game. Speed Hunter really fighting with that Lamborghini through the exit of turn 1. He's pushing. He's got to hope he doesn't get held up by Aloe. Will Aloe see them coming through? Hopefully just stay on the outside now, Aloe. Speed Hunter second. Cool Duboy up into second. Will he get the first place though? Because he's going for the move out of turn 6. We've not seen anyone do it. No, he can't do it through that corner. Victory Rain getting held up a little bit by Aloe. Not much Aloe could do really to get out of the way at that point of the circuit. Let's go on board with Cool Duboy in the Alfa Romeo. He had a little look. The Speed Hunter was trying to negotiate Aloe. I don't think there's anything doing in it. Oh, a lot later on the brakes as well as Cool Duboy in his Alpha. His tyres are a lot better than... Oh, and Victory Rain popping into the pits now. He's out of fuel. So he's done his medium stint though. So he'll be back on the softs as we see Speed Hunter and Cool Duboy. Well, we know Speed Hunter can go long on his tyres despite the wear on them. We know Cool Duboy's tyres are so much better. Oh, and he's hit the back of Speed Hunter. There's no damage done to them, which is fortunate. I think he hit the back of him. Going into turn 1, Cool Duboy is so much later on the brakes. That Psycho currently being caught up by Cthulhu. Cthulhu lapping very fast. So the two Red Bull Hondas, 3rd and 4th. With Cinnamod in 5th. Cinnamod just dropping back bit by bit. Let's see. A pit stop does put you further and further down the field. Victory Rain comes out. Will he be with Yokas? Or Robin Drums? You know, Yokas and Robin Drums are going to be past him, surely. Where is Victory Rain? There he is. He's come out behind them. So Victory Rain has dropped down to 10th place. That's how long the pit stops are here in this season of GTE. You lose a lot of time as Speed Hunter and Cool Duboy. They're fighting hard at the front of this race. You'd think we weren't halfway through the race by the way that these two are fighting with each other. The sun is setting here at the Nürburgring. Cool Duboy 2nd place, keeping tucked up behind Speed Hunter. Speed Hunter again. The Alpha later on the brake. You can see it wiggle under the pressure of the brake paddle. And Cool Duboy positioning himself for a move up the inside here. But he's now on the outside. So Speed Hunter running a bit wide once more, trying to get himself in. And again, Cool Duboy just trying to have a little look into turn 6. It's not somewhere you... Oh, wow! Speed Hunter really is fighting this Lamborghini. Let's go on board with the Alpha. Some of this is a little bit of lag, I think, from Speed Hunter, but not all of it. He is fighting this Lamborghini hard, trying to make sure he does not crash. My Psycho's had a bit of a problem. It's a 13-8 between him and the race leaders now. So Matt Psycho's maybe having a fight with Cthulhu. We'll go to him in a moment as we see Cool Duboy going over the chicane. So Matt Psycho, no, he's not. Oh, the problem, 32-1 for Matt Psycho. So, no, the gap. Oh, that is very odd. I thought it was about 10 seconds at one point. Maybe I've gone insane. Here is Cinnamon in 5th place. He's clear of everybody. He's sort of in a race of his own at this point in time. Speckmere is being closed by Gasman, though, in the Honda. So the Red Bull Honda is closing on the LCT Honda and the Speckmere. So better tyres are on Speckmere's car. Go back to the front of the field where we can see Speed Hunter leading the race. Pushing hard. Now we've seen him already in this race go long on his tyres, so don't worry if you think, oh, that left front is dead for Speed Hunter. He'll keep going until his fuel's run out. And I think he's got better fuel once more to Cool Dude Boy. So Cool Dude Boy's fuel is less than Speed Hunter's. So it looks like even if Cool Dude Boy gets past Speed Hunter, he'll lose the time in the pit stops. He'll have to get by soon, though, to try and push hard. Maybe take a bit more out of the tyres than what he's currently doing, or double stinting. That Psycho's got Cthulhu behind him. Whoops. Are they going to both pit? They're both going to pit this lap, for sure. Both Red Bull Hondas 3rd and 4th. So they're battling for 4th place overall, I think, in the race. The Victory Reign was ahead of them. So they both come into the pits. In they come as the sun starts to set. Here at the Nürburgring, Speed Hunter is leading this race still. Pushing on, keeping himself going. We will race into the night here at the Nürburgring. Cinnamon in 3rd place in his Lamborghini. Pushing and still pushing. Speckmere into the pits then. He's going to get rid of his medium tyres. Gasman has been burning the fuel this stint, so he'll be coming into the pits probably the next lap. But at the front of the field, here it is, it's Speed Hunter and Cool Dude Boy. Cool Dude Boy will be pitting this lap. Will Speed Hunter too? He might go another lap, who knows? He's ahead of Cool Dude Boy, so he won't know what Cool Dude Boy does until Cool Dude Boy does it, really. There's no chance of knowing unless he lets Cool Dude Boy past here, which I doubt he will. No, he doesn't. Oh, and Cthulhu's jumped Matt Psycho in the pits. Oh, they're both pitting. So they both pit. And there is Cthulhu. So he's jumped Matt Psycho. Bit of traffic there for Matt Psycho as he negotiates a Lowy. So Lowy on those hards is just having one of those days as a Lowy. He knew he would. He's just pitted, he's got brand new hards on, so he's done 2 stints on hards, 2 different sets of hards. It's just one of those nights for him. It's great to see him though. A full-time drive as the race leaders are both in the pits. And there you go, 4% more fuel in Speed Hunter's car. He does do a very good job on fuel because there is Cinnamon. I like this graphic of the new entrances as well. So, Cool Dude Boy in the pits. We don't get, when you're driving, you do get to know how long your stint has been on the fuel, on the tyres. It does keep an update of that. Gasman in the pits as well from 4th place. So, Victory Reign will retake the lead, I'm sure. Or will he? Because Speed Hunter's out of the pits. And so is Cool Dude Boy. No, Victory Reign is not going to take the lead. Victory Reign is in 3rd place. Will he get 2nd though? No. Just misses out. He's back on the medium tyres, interestingly enough. Can Victory Reign not run on the softs for as long as these drivers, or is he doing something different to them? The sun is going to set. The track temperature will get cooler I'm sure. Cthulhu up into 4th place. Matt Psycho in 5th. Rob on drums has been off the circuit through the Mercedes arena. That is why he's dropped down. We've got flashing lights for some reason. And why is he flashing all the time? He's going quite... Oh, he's back in control, I think. He had a bit of an issue with the worn-out tyres, so Matt Psycho's lost out the position to Cthulhu. They're both on the same tyres. They didn't fuel up as much, though. So Cthulhu's probably just done a little less fuel than Matt Psycho. And that's what's got him the jump on the two-time champion in GTE. So Speed Hunter leading this race, 1.5 seconds ahead of Cool Dude Boy, with Victory Rain in 3rd place. Cthulhu 4th, Matt Psycho in 5th, Rob on drums now pitting. So he's 6th, his teammate Cinnamod will go up into 6th place now. Oh, and here we go, here's the fight we've all been looking for. This is Gazman and Spekmir going into the chicane. Gazman holding the position, Spekmir will look to get a better exit. He doesn't get a good exit though. Used too much curb through the chicane. Oh, and I think he touched the wall as well going through the Coca-Cola curve. So Spekmir in now 8th place as Rob on drums is in the pits. Yokas, he has stopped recently. Tiny Terror in 11th place, with Aloe in 12th. At the front of the field, Speed Hunter keeping his cool. He knows what he needs to do here. He needs to keep that Alfa Romeo behind, because if he can, he's got a fuel advantage. Victory Rain on the medium tyres. Is his aggression on the tyres the thing that is going to be a problem again this season? So using the mediums once more, whilst the drivers ahead of him haven't used the mediums. But when Victory Rain can run at the same pace as these drivers, using medium tyres, is it a problem? Imagine if he could use the softs fully. It would be very, very fast. He's doing 31.6 on his last lap, which is faster than Cthulhu. 31.8 by Cthulhu on his last lap, and he's on the softs. So Cthulhu and Matt Psycho, 32.0 for Matt Psycho. So they're not in 6th place, just passing Aloe. As his teammate Lee's 2 seconds up the road. So there's pressure coming from Victory Rain on board with the Season 4 champion. Chasing down Cool Blue Boy, the man who has not won a championship in GTE. He's one of the most successful drivers though in terms of positions. Victory Rain actually the best on position. They average about 3rd place, these drivers. All the races that have come on the podium. Victory Rain has had an unbelievable record in podiums in GTE, very rarely off the podium. Speed Hunter, though, since the GT4 introduction, the Group 4 introduction, he's been in a class of his own, really. Looking fantastic again here tonight. Cool Dude Boy in 2nd place, chasing him down now. So it's not all over. Let's just have a look at Gazman and Spekmir again. These two providing great entertainment tonight. With the LST Honda. Some random messages popping up on the screen. I've seen them already. Don't know what's happening there. So, Cool Dude Boy in 2nd place. Everything's happening okay with YouTube. we're okay. We're all live. Thank goodness. I did have a brief panic there when I saw that it decided to show everything. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you have not done already to the Sunday Night League. We're here every Sunday for the next 4 weeks after this. Indeed. Oh, you can hear my voice as well. Coming back. In fact, Spectre is setting purple lap times through the first sector. He's really pushing hard. These cars will get quicker, I suspect, as we go closer to the night. With lots of drivers now just starting to spread out a little bit. We have 22 laps, including the one there on left. So we've still got a good chunk of the race to go. We're approaching the 55-minute rate mark as well. So we're looking probably about 80 minutes for these races this season, which is a good chunk longer than in previous seasons. Really gone for the endurance for this season 6. You have to keep yourself concentrating all the while. Tulu setting his best lap time of 31.1. So the lap times of these drivers are incredibly close. Melbourne's beating Victory Reigns' lap of a 30.6 in the race so far. Psycho just dropping back a little bit. He's in 5th place in this Honda. 6th is Cinemod. Just in the 33s right now. Oh, a little bit wide going through turn 8. Specmere is now ahead of Gasman. So we missed that on-track move. Gasman set his fastest time of 31.7. 31.1 from Specmere, so these two are just pushing each other faster and faster. Can Gasman get back ahead of the Honda ahead of him? We'll see. There is Jocas, he's not setting any of his fastest times yet. Rob on drums, looking like he's setting some blue sections. Blue flags are waving though for Tiny Terror. He's got Cthulhu just coming behind him. And a 30.688. Speed Hunter heard me talking. And Matt Psycho's left the session. Matt Psycho has left the room. What has happened there? Hopefully it's not a power failure. So 131.6 for Speed Hunter. It's Cool Dude Boy in 2nd place. Victory Reign in 3rd. The sun setting here at Nürburgring. Here is Cthulhu in 4th place. He's only 16 seconds off the race leader. And he's got a comfortable gap now. His teammates disappeared. I don't know what's happened to Matt. 5th place is Cinemod. 6th place is Gasman. And 7th is Specmere. So Gasman's past Specmere again. This fight is going on and on. Two Honda drivers, Gasman having to defend, goes very close to the pit wall to make sure that Specmere cannot dive up the inside into turn 1. Can Specmere go around the outside? It's an ambitious move. Not quite. Not quite. It'd be great to hear from these guys after the race as well to see how they feel about their racing between themselves. They've had an epic battle throughout. Oh, Matt has had to leave. Hope everything is okay, Matt, with things at home. So Matt unfortunately having to bail out. So that's unfortunate for him. But sometimes there are more important things than racing. So Speed Hunter in first place. 4.5 seconds behind Cool Dude Boy. Victory Rain in third, 8 seconds behind now, so he's just starting to drop back. Will he fall into the clutches of Cthulhu? Cthulhu's having a very, very consistent race. Remember the start of this race, Cthulhu had an incident where he was spun backwards. He had to fight from the back of the field. He's up in fourth. Turn 4 is becoming one of those corners where the white lines maybe aren't specifying where the track is. Everyone seems to be doing it. So Gazman in 7th place. He is fighting with Spectre. On board with the Scot. We're approaching a Lowy. Lowy is about to be lapped here in the black and pink car. Purpley car in front of us. The white one is Spectre. So all of these are Hondas. Lowy slow going into the hairpin? No, not quite. He's slow going out of it. Yes, he will. Keep himself. Why does he know Gazman's there? Yes, he does. So he doesn't get involved with this battle for 6th place. This is a race-long battle as well. These two are really pushing each other to the maximum. Front of the field, 2.9 seconds, 3 seconds. He is losing time again. So this race yo-yos. Speed Hunter first place. It's losing about a second a lap now. It's a Cool Dude Boy. We've got 17 laps left of this race. The Speed Hunter is just keeping it together. But we can't call it really, because Cool Dude Boy, it flows back to him. And I must admit, I would not count out Victory Rain. The top 3 are covered by 7.5 seconds after an hour of racing. And the top 4, Cthulhu still is setting incredibly fast times. So Cthulhu is dragging himself into this race. He's going to make this a top 4, I'm sure. Because there's no stopping him. He's pulling away from Cinnamon. Cinnamon is sort of in no man's land. He's in 5th place. He's setting blue lap times though, so he's setting his personal best. Oh, Specme has pulled away from Gazman. What's happening here, boys? You should be tied to each other's bumpers. So Specme pulling away. Got very similar tyre wear, very similar fuel as well. Specme setting his best lap times as well. I must admit, it is warm here in the commentary box. I can only imagine what it's like racing here in the UK tonight. Tiny Terror is in the top 10. Tiny Terror is... I don't want to curse him, but yes, his PlayStation doesn't like hot weather, and he's doing really well to be in this race still. Rob on drums in 9th place is getting the blue flags because his teammate is about to lap him. So Rob on drums in 9th. We will see cars getting lapped here. I wonder how far up the field the front drivers will lap. Currently about to lap 9th place. So, unfortunately, had 3 drivers able to make the race time. We've had that cycle have to pull out of the race midway due to some family bits and pieces. Pit road is well met, and the Psycho family. Speed Hunter is there, 3 seconds up. Blue Blue Boy is in 2nd. It isn't very well. So Victory Rain make a pit stop. So, what does he do? Does he go on to the soft tyres? 17 laps to go. 16 including the one we're on. Maybe a push on the fuel. Maybe does 2 short stints on softs. Speed Hunter then. Seems to have been sunset for a very long time here at the Nürburgring. Front two matching each other's lap times pretty much. As Victory Reign starting to fall back. Tulu still setting lap times similar to those of the leaders. Specnier there in 6th place. Gasman in 7th. Gas in 8th. 9th place. Well on Drums. Well on Drums trying to let Cool Dude Boy past as Victory Reign goes into the pits. Into the pits comes the Acura. Do we get a full animation of the car coming into the pits now? Oh no, it still disappears randomly. There it is. I wonder if we do now. We'll just follow it all the way through the pit lane. So, Victory Reign will get fueled up. Cinemod will jump him. Specnier probably will as well, so his teammate and team boss probably jump Victory Reign. Yokas will not, so I suspect Victory Reign will come out in 7th place. There he is. He's claiming he's got new medium tyres on as well. If that's the case, Victory Reign has got some problems with this car. Yes, he's using mediums once more. He's got some problems with the car, with the wear of the tyres. Not happy with the way it's eating them. Here is Speed Hunter clocking another lap. It is so close between these top two. 3.2 seconds, 3.3 seconds in fact between them. Cthulhu now coming to the pit, so he has used up his tyres. So he's going to pit. Cinemod will jump him. Cinemod's got a while to go before he stops, it would seem. Specnier as well, and Gasman in 6th place, so that gap is 3 seconds. And here is Victory Reign then on those new tyres. Medium tyres again for him. And the top two though haven't used the mediums, and Victory Reign has been in contention with them in terms of lap time. So can he bring himself back into the race once these two use the mediums? I would expect they'll change the mediums on their next stop. I would expect that. In fact, Speed Hunter's got more fuel again in comparison to Cool Dude Boy. So Speed Hunter really is being clever with his fuel. Although he touched the grass going through the chicane, he's really fighting that Lamborghini. We've seen it all race long. He's not driving it smoothly at all. He's attacking the car constantly. Cinemod driving it a bit more smoothly. I think enjoying being back in GTE. Looks like he'll get a 5th place out of it as well, which would be a good result for him. Specnier in 4th place. Pulling away from Gasman, although Gasman has got a bit more fuel than Specnier, so this battle after the pit stops will be on, I would think. In comes the pits, then Cinemod. Lamborghini pitting once more. His teammate leading the race though. And goes Specnier, he's got 1% of fuel. And Gazman does another lap. So Gazman does a lap. So we've seen that the undercut is powerful. So Speckmere might be able to pull away from Gazman here. Gazman maybe would have done better pitting on the next lap. But maybe he's thinking, I want to have a better run on those soft tyres, please. Towards the end, I want fresher tyres. Let's have a look at the gap between Victory Rain and Cthulhu. There you go. Victory Rain and Cthulhu, it's only 3 seconds. Cthulhu has brought himself really into this race. Victory Rain had a slow outlap. He was about 3 seconds down on his outlap in comparison to Cthulhu. So Cthulhu could sneak himself onto a podium here. Both drivers are on the mediums now. Speed Hunter will be pitting soon. Look at those tyres, they are worn out. But his fuel rate is so much better. Gazman currently in 3rd place. He'll be stopping on this lap. Into the pits he goes. It's the Scot. Making his full race return. Victory Rain sliding. These Group 4 cars are so much fun. They slide and they produce some excellent racing. Yarkas currently in 6th place. He'll be coming into the pits soon. Cinemod chasing him down. Cinemod running a little bit deep through the chicane. Getting the blue flags because the race leader is coming through. And he's stopping. So Speed Hunter is coming into the pits now, as does Cool Dubois. So Speed Hunter worked out when Cool Dubois pitting. He's saying, I'm just going to stop when you stop, and I know I don't have to fill up as much as you do. Cool Dubois in the pits then. So it's 107, 108 between them and Victory Rain. Victory Rain under pressure now from Cthulhu. So into the pits, getting refueled is Speed Hunter. It says he's got soft tyres on again. So he's not fueled up. And out of the pits he comes. Cool Dubois also soft tyres. No, mediums he's on. Oh, mediums as well. So okay. It does it on the pit exit. That's confusing. So medium tyres now for them both. So an 8-second lead for them. And wow. Victory Rain has lost so much time to them in this stint. That is crazily large, the amount of time he's lost. Yarkas then in the pits. Cinemod passing him. Cinemod gets himself up into 5th place. He's also on the medium tyres now, so everybody's running through their medium strategies. Not on drums though, it's got another lap to go. There you go, Gazman has got ahead of Speckmere. So that is impressive. This battle that's been going on all race long between these two is going to go further on. So Speed Hunter has shown everybody what he can do in this Lamborghini. He likes the Italian cars, doesn't he? The champion from season 5 in a Ferrari is leading in a Lamborghini. Cool Dubois in the Alfa Romeo. 2 Italian cars, the front of the field. The Japanese car, the most numerous car on the grid, the Honda NSX. In 3rd place with Victory Rain. Cthulhu also in the NSX is in 4th. Cinemod in 5th place. Rob on drums in 6th. He'll drop down the field a bit. because here they are. This is what you wanted to see, everybody. Speckmere and Gasman, round 76 of this 46-lap race. Here they go once more then. You can see Scott ahead of us. Through the chicane. Can Speckmere get a better run? He does. Out of the chicane. He can't make the move into the final corner. And he can make a move into turn 1, depending on how it all goes. We've got cars getting lapped ahead of us, so we've got Tiny Terror ahead. Rob on drums has just lapped Tiny Terror, so will Tiny Terror help inadvertently his team boss? Now Gasman running a little bit wide. On board with Gasman, he's got Warner Kura Honda ahead of him, he's got the other directly behind him. The one behind him is the one he's racing. So they go through turn 4, Speckmere very wide through turn 4. Does Tiny Terror know that Gasman is there? Yes, he does. He keeps out of the way very nicely. They're catching Rob on drums. Rob on drums has no tyres left. Rob on drums just a little bit wide. Does he fight with them or does he let them go? No, he's fighting with them. He's got Speckmere on his outside. Speckmere goes round the outside of Rob on drums. He's got to keep himself with Gasman. Rob on drums, though, he's got every right to defend this position. He is racing for track position, although he will be stopping soon. He gives the place back, though, into the chicane, because I think he'll stop now. There he goes. Diving into the pits goes Rob on drums. Speckmere losing a little bit of time then with the fight with Rob on drums. Front of the field, Cool Do Boy dropping back from Speed Hunter. Speed Hunter is the 31.8. So he's slapping similar lap times to Victory Rain. Victory Rain is catching Cool Do Boy up. But they can't do anything about it now. He's late on in this race. But we've got Speckmere and Gasman. This could be a season-long battle between these two. I really hope it is. They're both pushing each other hard. I'm 1 minute and 7 behind the race leader, but it doesn't matter. When you're racing someone for over an hour and 15 minutes, it matters so much. You could be pushing an hour and a half with these races here in GTE this season. Speed Hunter in first place. Can anybody stop this man in GT Force? Looking very strong indeed here at Nürburgring. Next week, we are at Grand Valley Highway 1. First time ever in the SNL for Grand Valley. We'd let everyone else play with it, and then welcome to have a go. So that will be spectacular. That's this time next week. Round number 2 of the GTE Championship. There's Speed Hunter pushing at the front. Speckmere and Gasman. Ooh, Speckmere's had a bit of a slow lap, because Gasman's done a 31.6, his best lap of the race. Speckmere's got to get back on it. He had a 33.4. So that didn't include lapping with Rob on drums. Well, it wasn't the lapping, it was racing. Rob on drums had not stopped. Rob on drums now getting lapped by Cinemod, I think. No, he's got another car behind him. Ah, it's Victory Rain. So Victory Rain using the slipstream. And then Rob on drums just letting him by. Easing off the throttle. Victory Rain saying thank you very much. Oh, Cthulhu's gone off the circuit, it seems. He's done a 39.8. So Cthulhu's lost some time here. But Speed Hunter is in the lead now. First place for him. I don't think this track's ever going to get dark, is it? Doesn't appear to be. It seems to have got stuck on this twilight mode. So Speed Hunter just calmly driving now. He will have 6 and a bit laps left of the race. Cool Boy did fight him hard though. But unfortunately though, time in the pits, the Alfa Romeo is the difference between them. Victory Reign in 3rd place. Unable to run the soft tyres for very long, it would seem. The old classical tyre wear seems to be an issue for the former champion. Cthulhu, his debut in GTE, 4th place right now. Quite comfortable in that position. With Cinemod in 5th place, the big gaps appeared now in the field. Gazman in 6th place, it's 4.3 seconds ahead of Speckmere now. Speckmere doing the 1:33s, whilst Gazman is actually setting times that are close to his best. 31.7 on the previous lap. So he's broken Speckmere, it would seem. Both drivers having a great race throughout. Jocas there in 8th place. He's got Aloe in behind him. So Rob on drums is 10th. Tiny Terror is there in 10th. Sorry, Rob on drums in 9th. Here is Aloe. It is hard when you're on hard tyres. Got no teammates in the race either, so it's quite a lonely race for Aloe. But Pat has gone for a gamble. He's got rid of 2 sets of his hard tyres for the season. It did not rain, unfortunately, as well. But there will be other races for Bunnies and Wolfbane as well. They'll be back. Will they be able to bring with them race victories and podiums for Pat's team? That's what Pat's team will be after this season. Championship glory possibly out of the question now. Every single race in this season counts. But anything can happen. It really can in this GTE racing. We've had very dominant looking drivers before not win the championship. Just ask Victory Reign that his season 4 championship win came on the last race of the season. He won at Le Mans and clinched the title. A very dominant driver. So Speed Hunter now has 4 laps to go. It's just cruising away now. It's just very happily going along. It's all gone to plan for the defending champion so far. Just needs to keep it on the tarmac. As we have a sudden downpour, that is. Which is still possible. It could rain. Cool Boy in 2nd place. Victory Reign there in 3rd. Another podium for the former champion, it looks like. He'll be happy. It's not gone too badly wrong this first race. Cthulhu 4th, as I said before, he'll be happy with that. Cinemod up in 5th place too, so Chris Boo's Lamborghini team looking very happy in terms of the team championship. 1st, 5th and 9th for those cars. The Red Bull Honda team have got 4th, 6th and 12th. Looks like I will score points despite not finishing. LST have got 3rd, 7th, and in 10th. So the team championship will be close, although Lamborghini will be top of it for sure. Track limits on that corner have been abused by everyone, so it's such a hard circuit to stay in the track limits for this corner. As you see, everyone pretty much goes off out of it anyway. There is Jokas back in GTE. It's flashing his lights, I think. Or is it just the way no, it's just the way the shadows are. The long shadows that are being cast, and we never went into night. For Rob on drums in 10th place. The Speed Hunter is still setting very fast lap times, 31.8, pretty much all the way through. He really is looking to defend this championship in style. Oh, car. How he doesn't lose it when he hits the gravel, I do not know. There in 11th place. Here's Tiny Terror. So all the drivers really are on the medium tyres apart from those that ran them earlier on in the race. There's Gasman and Speckmere. Step up, not that to renew. Speckmere just using all the tarmac a little bit more. So 2 laps left then for Speed Hunter. A little bit of a wobble coming out of the first corner. Keeping it all together. The longer races are going to be a test of endurance. It is SNL Endurance GTE. We're going longer than ever before in terms of race time in the GTE Championship. They'll have learnt a lot from this race. That is for sure. Cthulhu will have seen how competitive this field is. Cinemod in 5th place is a minute behind the race leader. Gasman actually catching up. Sarlek in 90-minute races, didn't realise, says Sarlek. I'll just try and load up the screen because it's deciding it doesn't like me anymore. Looks fun. It should be. Hopefully the drivers have enjoyed it. I don't know if it's so much fun in this heat. So Speed Hunter goes into his final lap. Who was he just lapped? So he's just lapped. I think he's just lapped. Speed Hunter there, first place. Final tour for him. It couldn't have gone much better, although Cool Dude Boy did put the fight and the wind up him. He's actually fallen back a little bit into the clutches of Victory Lane, although I say clutches, it's 10 seconds, the gap between them. But Speed Hunter in the Lamborghini, the Tivo Lamborghini. Chris Boo is his team boss. And Speed Hunter, the defending champion, is at it again here in GTE. The Season 5 champion starts Season 6 off in a perfect fashion. He got pole position. He didn't get fastest lap. That's going to go to Victory Lane. But he wins here at the Nürburgring Sprint. A fantastic result for him and the Lamborghini team. Well done, Speed Hunter. And Cool Dude Boy He'll be thinking what could have been, but he'll be encouraged about the speed of this Alfa Romeo. He will be in the fight later on in the season, I am sure. Second place for him. Victory reign as well in the Honda. Only half a minute between them and the podium. Victory reign makes it through. Third place for him. Fourth place is going to be Cthulhu. An impressive debut for Cthulhu in GTE. We saw him return after a long absence in Formula X. He's back in hardtop racing. Cinnamon is going to finish 5th place, so great to see him back as well. 5th place for him in the Lamborghini as he crosses the line. Fantastic result for him. 8th place was Yokas. 9th, Rob on drums. 10th is Tiny Terror. 11th is Aloe. And 6th place is Gazman, closely followed by Speckmere. What a race those two had. Brilliantly fought throughout, but it was the victory for Speed Hunter, the defending champion, who got pole position back at the top step of the podium. Fantastic result for him. Chris Boo has got the champagne out. He's splashing it all over the place. Sarlek saying, great job on comms, Jam. Thank you very much, Sarlek. I hope I didn't sound too rusty. But let's have a look at the race results there. So it's the victory for the Lamborghini of Speed Hunter in the TiVo Lamborghini. In second place in the Alfa Romeo Racing, Cool Dude Boy Jim will be happy to see his guy back in the fight for the title, possibly. Victory Reign, former champion, in third place, keeps back those podiums once more. He also had fastest lap of a 30.627. Cthulhu, making his debut for Red Bull Honda, is in fourth place. Cinnamod makes it a great day for the TiVo Lamborghini team in fifth. Gazman, also in the Red Bull Honda, in sixth place. Seventh place for Speckmere in the LST Honda. Yokas is in eighth place in the Alfa Romeo. He finished a lap down in eighth. Ninth place was Rob on drums in the Lamborghini. 10th place was Tiny Terror in his Honda 2 laps down. And 11th place was Aloe in his Honda on those hards. Matt Psycho unfortunately had to leave the race, but will score points. So join us again next week for round number 2 at Grand Valley for the first time in SNL. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and stay safe, I suppose. Until next time, good night.